everybody, and welcome to the Pedal Zone, and welcome to a new episode of Tonal Teamwork, where we'll look into the number one thing that you should remember if you want to play ambient music, ambient post-rock music. This is like the number one trick or tip that I wish I knew when I started out doing this, because I've been a fan of ambient post-rock music for nearly like 10 years now. Like the first time I heard Mach 1 explosions in the sky, my mind exploded, and I just, wow, those ethereal ambient textures, I had no idea how they produced them. And then I found out that they use pedals, and of course I needed to get a delay and a reverb pedal. But somehow I didn't sound like them. I sounded like this. So you see, like so many others out there, I just thought, okay, I want to play ambient music, I need a ton of reverb. But the real truth of it is that you actually need less than you think you do. So the key to great ambient tones, or that ambient wash underneath your playing, is actually a lower mix than you think. So in the horrible stuff that I just played, I had the mix cranked, and that's how I thought it should be. But you actually need to just back it way off, just below 50%, maybe like 30 or something. But the key is the decay. To have a really long decay, to create this lingering ambience underneath the chords that you play. But to further enhance the ambient experience, what you really need to do is pair it with a delay. And of course, the first thing a lot of players do is to crank the mix and crank the tone, which again means that you get a highly intrusive sound. It's not a bad sound, but it quickly gets in the way if you're playing. So what you want to do here is, again, back off the mix, keep a high repeat count, and then lower the tone. If you can do that on your delay, lower the tone a bit so you have a darker delay. If you don't have that option, then go for a darker delay, an analog delay. And that should give you something like this. Something that just sits really well in the background and doesn't even interfere too much, when you try and play faster lines. Now, where the real magic happens is when you combine them. So these warm, shallow repeats feed into the reverb and prolong the ambient effect. So as you can already hear, we now have this really nice, lush ambient wash underneath our chords and melody lines. And that's a great starting point. Another way to enhance it is bring in another delay into the picture. So for that example, I have the Fairfield Maude, which is one of my favorite analog delays. Now if we bring, we can just hear it how I've set it up on its own. A much shorter delay and not as many repeats. So if we feed that in to the tone we just built, it sounds like this. It's that easy to get, you know, a great blanket of ambience to like envelop your notes but not overtake them, and not push your playing to the background but keep it, you know, in the front where it belongs. I'm not saying that an all wet ambient tone isn't usable. You just need to find, you know, the right context. For chords and melodic playing, it might not be the perfect fit, but you know, what for drones and ambient textures, then it might be the right fit to go. But let's try and hear this tone in a musical context. So yeah, I hope you found this little ambient trick useful, and if you'd like to see more content like this, then please subscribe to the channel and comment below if there's anything in particular you want to know more about. Thanks.